Hungarian folk tales. The miraculous bird. Once upon a time, in a distant land, where the curly-tailed pig digs at the soil with its snout, there lived a penniless man. He was so poor that his daily meal consisted of nothing more than the things he was able to gather together in the woods and the meadows. Once, when he was trying to catch a bird for his lunch, he caught a very beautiful crow. The bird was as black as night, yet its feathers shone like the stars. The man took the crow home, and his children were delighted. They put it in a cage and kept it and cared for it. The crow grew, and eventually it became so tame that it ate from their hands and hopped about the room. One day a wanderer passed by. He looked at the bird, took it in his hands, and happened to look under its wings. Underneath its left wing was written that whoever ate of the bird's liver would become a king. Under its right wing was written that whoever ate of its heart would find 3 gold coins underneath his pillow every day. Now, who doesn't want to be a king? So the wanderer resolved not to rest until it had eaten the bird's liver. The poor man also saw the writing, but he did not know how to read. So he asked the wanderer what it said. "Alas, nothing good," he said. "This bird will die in 2 days. It would be better to kill it now. I happen to like the taste of crow, so if you roast it, I will give you 1,000 gold coins for the meat." So the wanderer placed the money on the table. The poor man regretted having to kill the poor animal, but he was in dire need of money. He didn't think much about it, but simply slayed the bird and roasted its meat. As the meat of the bird was roasting, the poor man left the kitchen for a moment. The children were playing around, and as they were hungry, they snatched the heart and the liver from the pan. When they placed the meat of the crow in front of the wanderer, surely enough he could find neither the heart nor the liver. He was furious. "Hey, you wretched man, where is its heart? Where is its liver?" But neither heart nor liver were to be found. Well, not having found the heart, the wanderer realised that he would never become king. He jumped up, not having eaten a single bite, and left. The poor man despaired. He regretted all the money he had lost. So he told his sons that they should vanish from his sight and not return until they had gotten all the money back. How the 2 sons worried, but what could they have done? They set out to find the 1,000 pieces of gold. They ambled and rambled with heavy hearts, until around sunset they arrived at the edge of a large forest. There they spent the night. When they awoke the next morning, a soldier was happening by. He gave them directions to the town, and the 2 boys set off. The king, it turned out, had very recently died. When they arrived in the town, they saw a beautiful golden bench. The older boy sat down on it, and the younger lay down underneath it, and they both immediately fell asleep. The next day, they awoke to the sounds of a large crowd of people who had gathered around them and were cheering them enthusiastically. The people took the two boys to the palace. The one who had eaten the crow's liver was immediately chosen as king. As it so happens, according to the customs of the town, anyone who didn't know that the old king had died and sat down on the golden bench would be chosen as the new king. They had had a total of 7 kings, each of whom had been chosen according to this custom. So this is how the older boy became king, and never again did either boy have cares or worries, for the older boy ruled as king, and the younger boy found 3 gold coins under his pillow every morning. Their father, in the meantime, deeply regretted having chased his sons away, so he set out to find them. By the time he reached the town, he had become so poor that he was forced to beg. He made his way to the palace, and the king immediately recognized him, and he ran to his younger brother. The younger son was also delighted, and they both embraced their father. Of course, they were not angry with him, but they were a little ashamed that he looked so dishevelled. They took him to a cobbler and a tailor and had beautiful clothes and boots made for him, and they let him stay with them at their new palace. And together they lived happily ever after.